In this video, we'll have a look at the patch notes for patch 102. Let's get right into it. Patch 102 brings us a new dungeon, some new gear, and a bunch of other changes. But let's start at the top. The new dungeon is called the YUKATI, and there's a normal mode and a hard mode version. It is a 5-player dungeon for level 70 characters. For normal mode, you need an item level of 498, and for hard mode, you need an item level of 501. There is no weekly entry limit for either version, but you'll need 280 adventure coins to enter normal mode and 350 for hard mode. The hard mode version is also added to the dungeon ranking. We can also see the possible loot drops and the rewards we'll get for completing the Vanguard quests. For loot, we can have Halidims and relics, some materials which you'll need to upgrade your Kaya gear to the new gear, more on that later, and some materials you'll need to enchant the new gear. You can also get some option change scrolls, the greed head type, for weapon and armor. These all drop in both versions. In normal mode you can also get this trophy chest, and in hard mode you'll also be able to get etching 4 for the brooch. Patch 102 will also bring Ruinous Manor back. There will be an easy mode and a hard mode. To enter easy mode you will need an eye level of 479 and it will cost you 200 adventure coins. Hard mode requires an eye level of 501 and will cost 350 adventure coins. Here we can again see the possible loot drops. For easy mode there's a whole bunch of stuff that can drop, but the most notable thing is Kaya's gearbox. This means Kaya gear will be a lot easier to get in the new patch. In hard mode of Ruinous Manor, you'll see the same drops as in hard mode of the new dungeon. There will also be an easy mode of Gossamer Vault, which is aimed at level 66 characters. It will require an item level of 464 and 180 adventure coins to enter. Just like Ruinous Manor easy mode, you can get Kaya's gearboxes from Gossamer Vault easy. On the right side we see the new table of dungeons. It tells us the level, adventure coins, entry limit, and the item level required. This is a complete list of the dungeons that will be available in patch 102. So as you can see, there's a whole list of dungeons that will be removed once the patch goes live. Let's have a look at the new gear next. The new set will be called Kaya's Soul, and patch 102 will bring a new weapon and chest piece. For the gloves and boots, we'll have to wait until patch 103. In order to get the new gear, you'll first need some plus 15 Kaya's Wisdom or Fury gear, which needs to be soulbound to you. It will also cost 5000 gold and 10 Lumicant's wing fragments, which drop in the new dungeons. The upgrade has a 100% chance of success, but the new item will be soulbound to you right away. It can be liberated up to 5 times though. The options and number of options will be randomized, and etchings will be lost when you upgrade. Most of you know how painful it can be to upgrade Kaya gear to plus 15. This is mainly because the gear can get damaged or even downgrade when you fail an attempt. The new gear can be enchanted up to plus 9 only, and failure cannot downgrade the enchant level anymore. Also, every time an attempt fails, the chance of success will slightly increase for the next attempt. In the patch notes you will also find some convenient tables, which tell you which materials you need to upgrade and enchant your gear, and even what materials you need to change the options on your gear. It also tells you where you can find each of those materials. Enchanting the new gear up to plus 7 and higher will give it some additional stats, which you can see in this table here. This also means that you can expect the new gear to be kind of easy to enchant up to plus 6, but getting to plus 7, 8 and plus 9 will be a lot harder, and will still require a lot of work even if the gear cannot downgrade anymore. There will be some changes to the old gear, such as Kaya gear, as well. Even though the gear can still get damaged and even drop in level, the chance of failure will be reduced by a lot, and every time an attempt fails, the chance of success will be increased by 1% for the next try. Basically, all of these changes are just meant to get you to plus 15 Kaya easier, so you can get into the new gear as fast as possible. There will be changes to some of the existing items as well. Most notably, Sargato's gear protectors will work on the new gear sets as well, to protect it from being damaged when trying to upgrade. Sargato's safeguard scrolls can be traded for Sargato's gear protectors at a ratio of 1:3. New gear cannot drop in level, so safeguard scrolls won't be needed. Also, the difficulty of leveling up Halidons and relics, as well as the cost, will be reduced. There will also be some changes to the merchant shops, and 2 new cards will be added. They will come in all 3 rarities, so common, uncommon and rare versions will be available. There will be some changes for PvP players in patch 102 as well. 4 battlegrounds will still be available in the new patch. Those are Corsair Stronghold, Shorehold, Underground Battle Pit, and Champion Skyring Solo. The Vanguard rewards for those battlegrounds have been changed as well. Triumph tokens will be renamed into Triumph Token Old, and you won't be able to get those anymore. You can still exchange them for some items though. The list is here. The new tokens can be exchanged in Highwatch, and you will be able to get PvP resizing stones, option change scrolls, and enchanting materials for the new gear. The TERA Battle Arena will be removed, and so will be the Outer Core District in Exodus. Shorehold will now use unified gear instead of personalized. Also, the prices of potions in Battlegrounds have been reduced. Besides everything we've talked about so far, patch 102 will still bring some other changes. Leveling from 65 to 70 will be a lot faster, and a bunch of Exodus quests will be available at lower levels. Unlocking the ability to craft Kaya gear will be easier, and players level 65 and above can receive a Kaya gear set, including matching jewelry, from an important quest line. Once you reach level 70, you will automatically receive a quest for the new dungeon called Catalepticon. They also added a bunch of new partner adventures. You can see the list here on screen. Due to the removal of the battle arena, selecting a server will now bring you to the character selection screen right away. The character selection screen has been adapted to match the season. Buying new EP pages will now only cost 500 gold. The drops of monsters in open world on Exodus has been changed, and the items returning players receive has also been adjusted. The event dungeons Timescape Normal Mode and Hard Mode will be removed once patch 102 goes live. Harrowhold will remain until patch 103 goes live. There were some changes to Harrowhold to make it more balanced. There were also some minor changes to Alion's Mark of Valor. The amount of marks you can have in your inventory has been increased to 2000, and some useless items were removed. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about the new patch. Also leave a like if this video was helpful and subscribe for more. Thank you all for watching and see you next time.